Welcome to an experience similar to ones that you've had before. Yes, another podcast featuring a couple of guys who think that they're funny. Two men, one microphone. This is Spoiled Rotten.
What up? What's happening, y'all? How we doing? Good. You sound far
weird.
away.
Me?
Yeah.
That's better. Keep talking.
Do I sound weird?
Now
That's
you sound better.
Okay, good.
I think
good.
you'd look better with a name tag. Am I right?
I don't know.
I can put it the right way.
Oh man, if you're on my side and
Perfect.
There we
actually
go.
doing stuff like this, you know how hard that is.
Is it? I feel like you're just making excuses.
Oh, Michelle
Oh.
coming in with all the with the daggers left and right. That's cool.
That's funny.
That is so cool.
That took
So
you
nice
forever.
of you.
Nah. This is an awkward intro.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm picking stuff off my microphone.
Yeah,
Travis is on the struggle bus over here.
that's right.
Michelle's throwing shade. She's frozen on this. Oh, she's back. No, she's good. She's back. Okay. How's everybody's week been, man? How you guys doing?
I've
Yeah.
been doing great.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
God, you
Yeah.
guys
I
are
like
the worst at
it's
conversation.
been a boring week. It's been a boring week for me.
I was
And-
literally about to say something, okay?
Mm.
We got 5 inches of snow last night.
Whoa.
It kept snowing all day.
Yeah.
Didn't accumulate a lot during the day, but yep. We got snow. And we open
Well,
tomorrow,
that's
so
We.
don't have snow.
No.
Huh?
Don't have snow?
Don't
No,
Guessing.
have snow?
no, here. It's all rain. It's all been wet, cold rain.
You said we open tomorrow. What do
Yeah. The ski resort.
Oh, gotcha.
You see, Zane,
So snow's good.
Michelle
for
works
that,
at a
then.
ski resort.
I do.
Which I now no. I didn't think I knew that. Did I know that? Did you say that? Have you told me that before?
She hasn't kept it a secret. It's
I
not
don't
like
know.
Well,
it's
I mean,
not like
I don't know.
she's building up a secret Dumbledore army in the middle of her ski resort.
I mean, I might be.
It's one of those things like sometimes you
I
ever
wouldn't be
been
surprised.
friends with somebody for a while that like you met through a friend, but you have no idea what their last name is.
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel right now. I'm like, oh man, Michelle, she does things.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, my week was okay. It was fine.
it was all right. Yeah.
It was okay.
You're great at conversation.
I know. I almost broke my pinky toe earlier today. Fun
Ow,
fact.
ow.
I was I was cleaning up and I was like, you ever do like something's on the floor and like you just use your toes and you grab something?
Always.
Yeah.
So I grabbed
Every
a
day.
sock, I picked it up, and when I went to like fall back down on my foot, my pinky toe caught the edge of the couch. And like I was like, oh, and I've broken my pinky toe before, this exact pinky toe. So I was like, this is happening. It's happening again. It's no bueno. It's no good. But it didn't happen.
Sounds awful.
So we're all good.
You know, when you're about to do something like that, what you should do
Is not.
is not that
Yeah.
and
You're
do
right.
anything else instead.
I think that you are correct. Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad that we were able
Good
to
talk.
talk about that and move forward.
And have you ever tried? You ever do something dumb just to see what happens?
No.
No.
No, never in your life have you done something dumb. Just
Can
to
you
be
give
like,
an example?
Yeah, I'd love an example.
like I don't know, like you okay? Like I've tried to toss like a bowl that has like a plastic bowl with like a little bit of like cereal and milk in it. I've tried to I didn't want to. We had a baby gate, and I don't want to like open the baby gate and walk into the kitchen, put it in the sink. So I was like, I bet I could just toss it right in there. I was like, it's not that much, and then like you miss, and it just splatters everywhere, and you're like, all right, well now I gotta clean that up. But
No.
but you never make a high risk, high reward decision.
Not like that.
High risk, low
No.
reward. I guess the reward is I don't have to walk into
Yeah.
the kitchen.
But the risk is that then you have to clean all of it up, which would take way more time than just walking into the kitchen.
You underestimate
No.
the lazy. I guess the sloth is strong.
This is
with
why
me.
you're not in Ravenclaw.
Well,
It's
I
very
think
true.
what is this? Why I'm a
Very
Gryffindor?
true.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, brazen, willing to take risks. Very
Have the,
brave
"It'll
in your
be fine"
decisions.
attitude. It'll be good. It'll be fine.
Yep.
Not even worried about it.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. That's the way I am, and I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not sorry. I unapologize.
All right.
How do you unapologize? You just do something wrong again?
I don't think you can.
What did I do?
don't know.
wrong? How did we get started?
First,
How
you
did we
have
get
to
here? I don't
apologize
even remember
to
this.
begin with, and you never really did
Well, I
apologize.
said I'm sorry. I guess and then I was like, you know what? I'm not
yeah.
sorry. I immediately took it back. Is it like the 5-second rule? Is that how sorries work? Like if you're not sorry, you have to take it back like within 5 seconds.
Sure. Yeah.
I think
absolutely.
that'll add up. Michelle, you gotta hide that because we don't have a sponsorship by them, so you
That's why
can't
I
have
flipped it around.
you can't have the green coffee company sponsoring the podcast. See, I
Right now
have
it's red.
I have just a plain water bottle.
That's why
Travis
I turned it
immediately
around so
takes
you
a
can
drink,
see
label
it.
out Wayne's World style.
Also, I've totally seen you have logos on your drinks, so
I don't know
You
what
even
you're
have a
talking about.
logo on your hoodie.
Nope,
yeah. So,
not this guy.
So there it is.
are we sponsored by ESPN?
You know,
Da-na-na.
that's the wish. That's the hope.
Is this
one
just
day-
what's your is this
For
just
a movie
shirt?
podcast to be
ESPN.
posted.
The shirt.
That's funny. Is that official ESPN merch?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I got that. I got it at the ESPN like location in Disney World.
Mm.
They have a wide world of sports.
That's a weird thing, right?
Travis.
Like that Disney owns everything.
Everything.
So
Everything.
at Disneyland, there's an ESPN shop. That's
Yeah, Disney
weird.
owns ESPN,
Oh,
and
that's weird.
they have a huge wide world of sports, and there was a huge like nationwide cheerleading
Was there a Hulu
competition
store there?
when we were there. Was there what?
Was there a
A
Hulu,
Hulu.
store? Real question. Like, if there's an ESPN store, like, why not? Don't they
A what
own
store?
Hulu? The streaming
No,
service.
they
Hulu.
don't. They don't own Hulu, do they?
I think.
Well,
Yes, they do.
Hulu-
Yes, they do.
Hulu-
Yes, they do.
Disney Plus and ESPN come as
Hang
a
on.
That's right.
package.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
You guys
So
keep
then, yes,
talking.
they
I'm
own
gonna find out all of the stuff they have.
the
that
Hulu.
Disney owns.
Hey,
But
Travis,
I don't know if they have a store.
how do you feel about the Joe Burrow injury?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm still sad. I mean, here's the thing. It's not just his ACL, which we had a very good feeling. It's also his MCL.
I was gonna say,
And
like
it's
the
like-
way that
it's like
his
everything-
leg bent was pretty much how mine bent when I tore my MCL. So
Yeah, I mean it was basically holding like his entire knee and lower leg were being held together just by I think skin, and that was it. And so
Mhm.
I really like I wish him a speedy recovery and I hope that he goes well, but honestly, like I just want him to be back at 100%. I don't care if it takes a year or 2 years. Just be back at
Yeah.
100%. And I hope that like this doesn't ruin him as a player. Like I have a feeling that
Mhm.
like mentally he'll be fine, but I don't know. Like it's hard to think about.
I don't know, man.
Coming back from
Honestly,
this.
mentally, I feel like that's like the hardest part.
Yeah.
So back to the Disney thing.
Yes.
Did you know that they own ABC?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you know that they own the majority stake in Lifetime, like Lifetime movies?
No.
Fun fact. I didn't know that. They
Wow.
also own the
Can
majority
we just like
stake
stop Disney?
in A&E,
Why?
the channel, and the History Channel.
Mhm.
Fun fact.
I knew A&E, National
And then
Geographic. They
Pixar,
own
Mhm.
we knew that.
Fox, most of Fox Entertainment.
Pixar, Hollywood Records, Core Publishing. I don't know what Core Publishing is. They have a 10% stake in Vice Media, which is pretty edgy.
That's it. That's pretty.
Pretty-
Oh, wow.
pretty edgy for Disney.
It is
That's why
pretty
it's
edgy
only
for Disney.
10.
It's only 10%.
That's why they
Like,
didn't. That's why they didn't do more.
just dipping their big toe in there.
Yeah,
Interesting, yeah.
their pinky toe.
They're like, we like this, but not a lot.
trying to break off their pinky toe and just throw that in there.
Just losing their pinky toe. You don't need it.
Big risk, little reward.
Yeah, high risk, low reward. Exactly.
Anyway,
So,
Anyway, Travis.
yeah. I have no movie news, which is weird. Like I just can't find anything. There was nothing that came out that I was like, oh, I want to talk about that. Nothing.
Okay. Do we have announcements now, or are we going to do announcements at the end?
Let's go ahead and announce this now, and then we'll go forward from there.
Okay.
So
Dun, 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 dun.
I'll let you do this, Zane. This is all you.
As soon as I put,
I know.
liquid in my mouth. Michelle, what's going on? You got some gum over there? Is that what's happening?
No, it's gummies.
It's crazy loud. Is what it is. Go ahead.
Is it
and
really? It's not even by my microphone.
Dump them out. Dump them
I
out.
did.
On the table.
I already did.
Are you done dumping?
They're all in my
These are like
hand.
movie snacks.
I'm
This is the
sorry.
conversation.
I'm sorry.
Can you chew quieter? If I had to pick, if there's a serial killer in my house and they're like, you have to chew one food to get by, it probably would be gummies. Like the least loud food ever. Maybe a marshmallow?
That's what I'm usually eating.
Marshmallow?
Candy.
Yeah. The past couple weeks I've been eating marshmallows.
You're in just like a fluffy, chewy food phase. That's allowed. She's like,
I
yeah.
really like marshmallows.
All right. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
do we have something to go up, or are we just gonna talk?
Yeah, let's talk about it, and I'll bring it up as we talk about it.
I'm gonna slide to this side so they can see me when it comes up. I just got a lion head for right now. That's fine.
I
Would
mean,
you
that's
like me
pretty
to-
cool.
So hi. I'm back.
What's up?
So big news over here on
Huge.
Spoil Rotten Movies. I would say podcast life-changing news. We are no longer going to be doing Spoil Rotten Movies coming here in a couple weeks. It's been a fun ride. And we had our old podcasts which have been taken down. But we've got all of our midweek marathons here on Facebook. If anybody wants to watch any of those, we've got a couple old school podcasts on there as well. I think there's Kung Pao. There's we just did one last week with the it was bad, I don't remember. Polaroid.
Polaroid, yeah.
We got Midsummer. We've got all the
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster. God,
Happy
can you just
Halloween.
leave? Oh, Hebe
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
Which is, I know I've said it before, is as bad as you would think. But podcast life-changing news. We're going to be directing our attention towards a completely different subject matter. Travis and I have just made a decision. It's just a direction we want to go in right now.
We're almost positive it's the right decision.
I'm positive that it's the right
Yeah,
decision.
me too. But
But we're going to be starting a new podcast that will be called Suck It In. And it's going to be, oh, look, I'm still right here. Yeah, this worked out well. Get Michelle out of here.
sorry, Michelle.
It's going to be a weight loss and fitness podcast. As you can see, Travis and I, not the staple pictures of weight loss and
As
fitness.
what was it that you said we were in the upper echelon of obesity?
of obesity. Yeah.
I've always wanted to be in the upper echelon of something, so that's great.
Which, I mean, it is what it is. But we've decided we want to make a change for the better in our lives.
Yes.
We want to have name tags right there. But I'm gonna be on you about it tonight. There it is. Ding 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 ding. Right there.
More vocal
Michelle's-
about it.
Michelle's
not
like, I don't
just-
care.
Not just in the chat.
But yeah, so we're gonna be doing lots of different fitness routines, I guess. Is that
Yeah, we're gonna try
different
different.
workouts?
We want to. We've all okay. So basically, what we decided was that all of our lives as bigger guys, we've always told ourselves to suck it in to try to fit into the into clothes that we used to wear. And when we would try to get into smaller, like suck it in was a very common phrase that I told myself all the time.
Yeah.
So instead of keep doing that for the rest of our lives. I want to suck in as much health information and health knowledge and workouts and routines and diets and suck in as much of that information again as possible, so I never have to tell myself to suck it in anymore.
Yeah. And I think
So-
that we had conversations that I always am held more accountable when there's somebody there who I know is going to be doing it with me.
Mhm.
Like if I decide I want to go to a gym one day and I don't tell anybody about that, chances are I'm not going to go to the gym because nobody knew I was going to go in the first place.
Right.
But if I'm supposed to meet somebody there, or if I have to prove that I was there that week, then you're going to show up. You can make it happen. And I think
Mhm.
making positive decisions in our life is going to be good for the both of us.
Yes.
So I'm excited about it. I
Yeah.
know Travis is excited about it. I pointed the right
I'm
way.
really
so
proud of you guys.
Yeah, way to go. Ah,
Yeah.
dang it.
It'll be fun.
Thanks. And honestly, like I've told a few people about this, and like every single one was like, "Oh, I'd rather listen to that than you two idiots talk about movies." So,
Well,
Especially
you're
bad
still gonna have
movies.
to, you're gonna have to listen to us talk about just a few more.
right, just a few.
We're gonna finish out the Harry Potter series. We're not gonna do Fantastic Beasts, but we will be watching Half Blood Prince. We'll be watching Deathly Hallows Part 1, Deathly Hallows Part 2, and finishing what we started. So, but you can look forward to this.
And there's going to be a lot more information coming up soon.
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
just in the very like infant stage
Mhm.
of this podcast, so you're going to be hearing that a lot soon, and hopefully by the end of Harry Potter series, we're going to be going right into Suck It In. So
That's the goal.
TBD.
TBD. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, let's get started.
Yeah,
You wanna-
let's get started. We got all right. So we are going.
Zane, you look awesome.
Thank you.
Also, can I just like say that I just realized that I'm gonna have 2 weeks to read the 7th book and not
Yeah,
just
if you
one,
don't.
which is like kind of a relief.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to read the first half. And
Well, yeah. I mean, I just read the 5th one in a week, so I know I can do it, but it makes me feel better.
All right. So power rankings, Order of the Phoenix. Zane and I
Ooh.
put him at number 1.
Michelle.
And Michelle was like,
deviating.
you know what? Nope.
Look,
Doesn't
I
beat
love
the
the
Sorcerer's
first
Stone.
movie, okay? It's not moving. I'm sorry.
Interesting.
That's intense. Here's
Yeah.
the thing, and I'm gonna catch some flack for this. I know I am, because I want to say that I do like these movies. I love these movies like as a part of my growing up, as a part of becoming a man, becoming a wizard, myself, and I don't they're not as good as I remember them being. Like, does that make sense?
The movies?
Yes. Like,
Yeah. No,
I will say Order of the Phoenix was the first movie that I was like, I feel like this one holds. I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit rewatching it, but I feel I even Goblet of Fire maybe a little bit. A Sorcerer's Stone is where it's at because it's the first one and it's just got that special little nugget in my heart.
it feels good. Like it's still a kids movie, like they were originally intended.
Mhm.
And it's just such a happy, nostalgic feeling.
Yeah, that's not there anymore. Order of the Phoenix kind of
No,
like
it's not.
like I thought like, oh wow, okay, how and I like I really like this movie, but man, it hit me right in the face in the very first scene because it was just him and his jerk of a cousin just making fun of him over and over again, and then the Dementors came, and like all of a sudden I was like, oh wow, this is dark real quick.
Yeah.
And it kind of caught me by surprise, and I realized real quick after that, like, this isn't going to be like the other movies. This isn't going to be the fun hey, let's play a game of chess like in Sorcerer's Stone. There's
Well, no.
like real big.
The Dark Lord is
mean,
alive. Things
yeah,
are real.
Voldemort
Man.
is back. Like, what do you expect?
I don't know. Like, it was just weird to me. Like, I didn't realize just how adult of a movie and adult these themes were. Until we got in, like, until now. I always
Why
thought
when
that
people
this was
try to
just a
tell me that
kid's
they're
book.
children, they're for children,
Yeah,
for children, I'm like, no, they're not. Like, the first
No,
one's good
the
for
first one
kids, but
maybe.
really, like, if you keep reading them, they're not.
Mm-hmm. And then Michelle,
Oh, here we go.
Order of Phoenix, second best book,
Yeah.
right after Prisoner of Azkaban, and second to worst book to movie rank.
So, okay, as I was like reading the book, I don't want to say that it's obviously it's not a bad movie. I ranked it second. But like as I was reading, I realized like they have all the important stuff in the movie, obviously, but it is the longest book and they left out a lot of stuff. So it would have been really nice if it had been broken into two. Obviously, that would have been ridiculous, and I get it. But like they have all the important stuff, but there's just so much good content that they don't have in there that I wish that they did. And it makes me sad.
I feel like
that's really
other than what is it? Other than Deathly Hallows Part 2, this is the shortest movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't checked the links, but yeah.
This one is in second to last place as far as runtime goes.
Interesting.
The longest one was Chamber of Secrets, which is a long movie. I didn't realize how long it was until
It is a long movie, yeah.
It was
Really?
holy cow.
That's
it's
kind of
almost
surprising.
3 hours. It's 2 hours 54 minutes. So 6 minutes shy.
Is that the extended version? Because there's a regular version and an extended version of the first two movies.
I just typed in Harry Potter movie lengths. So I feel like I've been watching the extended versions though. I
didn't watch the
haven't.
extended version.
I really wish that there
those
were
are the
like
ones I own,
extended
so.
versions for all of them though.
Right.
Yeah.
That was literally like that's something that I was going to talk about later.
As you wish it was longer.
But not just like I wish that there were like an extended edition, kind of like they did with like Lord of the Rings, where they have all of the deleted scenes. Like, I know, but like, I guess there's a deleted scene that like is pretty hard to find for this one that like kind of gives Harry a chance to grieve at the end of the movie that he never really had. And I kind of wish that was in there because I feel like this movie like doesn't really capture the anguish that he feels after Sirius dies.
Yeah.
It just kind of happens and it's silent and like it's just very anticlimactic.
Yeah. Okay, so here's how I feel. And I felt this way watching the movie in the first place, but I don't think they made the relationship between Harry and Sirius a priority as far as
no, they didn't. Absolutely
developing it on screen. Like it goes from movie to movie, and like Harry is so in love with Sirius, and like in the movie, it's like,
I mean,
why?
it's basic. He's
like,
his only family. Like,
no, and I get
that was odd. That was odd.
Well, and I know you get that, but like, it's like in Harry's mind, like that's his family, and he barely gets a chance to know him. And then he's gone.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreaking. And they don't convey that very well. And I hate that. There's a lot of things that I feel like that about. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The one thing they got right, though, from what I could tell from someone that's never read any of the books, this is watching this from the first time, Dolores Umbridge is the most terrifying character I've ever seen in any movie.
She's
ever.
awful.
She was.
I told you.
Terrible. I came in ready for it because I knew all the like things about Dolores Umbridge and like I've seen all the memes, and I was like, okay, let's see just how bad she is. She was horrifying, and in all the good way, like in all the good ways for a villain to be, she was exactly what that story needed.
She's
was
like
someone like her.
literally the most hated character like
Yes.
in the entire series.
I agree that she is the worst,
Like-
but also like she's the best at being the worst. Does that make
absolutely.
sense? Like she's so
Oh, that's
good.
true.
Like I hate her,
Absolutely.
but like she's good. Like
No.
I wouldn't want the movie without her.
Like that, she was the best villain to have in this story because, like, every single time you thought, "Oh, they're gonna get one over on her."
Well, she's perfect because
They
she's
did
like
not.
she's a villain without being a villain.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Does that make
She's
sense?
a villain that thinks that
like
she's
she
the
adds an
hero.
extra villain to the story, but she's not a villain. Yeah, she doesn't.
Right.
Isn't that the best kind of
She's
villain?
just
though?
really.
The one that thinks they're the hero.
She
Yeah,
is
Black Panther.
she is a Slytherin.
That makes sense. Was Cho Chang a Ravenclaw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I saw her tie in one of the scenes. I was like, I couldn't tell if it was green or if it was blue.
Mhm.
But
Yep. She's a Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
do they
Which
go ahead.
I thought that was weird with Harry. Like Cho Chang. Like
They go into a lot. That's one thing that like I said, like if it would be, they need to elaborate on more things. Like I don't think I've ever really realized how little they actually incorporate their relationship.
right.
Do they
Because they
date?
do, yeah, they do end up. I mean, they don't date really, but they go on a date.
Okay.
Because there's a Hogsmeade visit on Valentine's Day in the book, and they go on a date, but he has to leave to meet Hermione for something, and Cho like gets really pissed about it, which I mean kind of makes sense, but like she literally only wants to talk about Cedric, which is not like, it's one thing if you want to ask somebody who was with your ex-boyfriend when he died like what happened, but maybe not on your first date. Like
Right.
so
I just thought it was so weird. Like the movie brought it up. Like, oh, it's either Cho Chang or Luna Lovegood. Oh, which one is he gonna pick? And then he goes with Cho Chang, and
Luna.
then
Okay,
yeah, like
there's never okay. So also they make
I
Luna.
got some vibes. I got
Yeah.
They make
the
Luna
vibes.
a lot more likable in the movie.
really,
Not that she's not likable. She's just a lot weirder. So
she seemed pretty
like-
weird.
oh yeah, she's weirder in the book.
She seemed pretty weird in the movie. But it was weird to me because it was like Luna Lovegood or Cho Chang, and then every single time like any that Harry Potter said anything about either of them, we all of a sudden got a facial expression from Ginny Weasley, which I thought was the weirdest thing. Like, what does she have to do with any of it? But anyway, I just thought it was interesting that, like, why would he pick Cho Chang, who rarely ever talks, and when she does, it's only about
It's
Cedric.
yeah, honestly, it's a
when
thing that
Luna was
starts,
just so like she.
it starts like books ago. We just
Mhm.
they don't focus on it.
Okay.
It just comes out of nowhere. I don't know.
Because
It's
Luna
definitely
Lovegood
one of
has some sort of like connection with him, by seeing death and being able to see those
Mhm.
disgusting horse things.
Yeah,
Well,
like I said,
and
I got
Luna's
vibes.
also very open-minded just
Mhm.
about things, and honestly, like there's things that are just crazy that she believes, but also just like she's an open-minded person. So like, where if something happens to him where Hermione might be very skeptical about it, Luna is like, yeah, like I get it, like.
She's definitely
You
a
know?
very interesting character, and I look forward to
Mhm.
more of Luna,
Yeah.
and less of Cho. I think like, is this the end of Cho that we've seen, or do we see
Yeah.
more of Cho? Okay,
I mean,
and she
I mean, other than like being around.
right,
she's
but
she's
she's not
not
a part of the
anything.
group.
Yeah, like you see Shane
No, she's not.
in the lobby. Like he's there, but he's not like
Yeah.
And I gotta
there.
say, you know who else killed it this week?
who killed it.
Neville Longbottom. He was amazing.
Okay, so can I just
No, you
not that
can't.
he did, not that he's not great, he is, but they give Neville a lot of credit in the movies for things that Dobby does in the book.
Good.
I'm not even a Dobby lover. I don't hate Dobby, but I don't love him. I think he's kind of annoying. But like he's the one that tells Harry about the Room of Requirement. He was the one that gave him the gillyweed in book 4. Like he does all this stuff that like really helps. Also, so like Cho's not the one that tells them about the DA club. It's in the book, it's her friend. And
DA?
she just Dumbledore's Army.
Oh, okay.
The club. Yeah, she didn't do it. It was her friend in the book. And she like told them like just because she didn't want to get in trouble or whatever. And like Dobby actually like warns them that they're coming for them, and they actually all get away. Harry's the only one that's caught, and it's like I don't know. It's
so why have we seen no Dobby in any of these and like
I'm willing to bet that it's
annoying.
I'm willing to bet it's because it's one less CGI.
I was going to say, is it budgetary?
Yeah, honestly, like
that makes sense.
I think it's also just easier in general, but yeah, like Neville's awesome, honestly, and like the whole scene in the Ministry is a lot bigger, and he does amazing things there. Like I'm not saying he doesn't deserve credit, but he also gets a lot of credit for things that he doesn't actually do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm okay with it because I've been rooting for Neville since book 1.
Neville.
I just love him. He has such a good heart. Like he just cares so much, and like especially the story of his parents. Like that was such a heartbreaking moment.
That's okay. So that's another thing. I'm just gonna keep like interjecting.
Absolutely, go ahead.
One of the things that I wish that they had included, like if they made it into 2 movies or if they had more time, is the Wizarding Hospital St. Mungo's. So when Mr. Weasley gets attacked, he actually goes to the St. Mungo's, the Wizard Hospital, and he's there for a while, like, and they visit him. And there, which is, I mean, it's just really cool in general to like read about it. But not only do they visit Mr. Weasley, but they also see Gilderoy Lockhart, who's still there after obliviating his mind and like forgetting everything. And they also find Neville there because his parents are there.
Oh no.
Yeah, after being tortured, they're like that's essentially where they have to stay. And like that's how everybody else finds out about it. Harry actually learned about it a book ago in the 4th one. But it's just like I think a big thing like of like learning about Neville's parents and why he's kind of terrified and stuff like that. And I think that just like the Wizarding Hospital would have been really cool to actually see.
I agree.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Can I say my biggest issue with this movie?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wait. No, you can. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I was waiting for the permission, so I appreciate you giving it to me. So Harry in the beginning of the movie gets sent to trial for performing magic in front of a muggle. And then immediately afterwards is captured by a shitload of wizards who are riding brooms around cruise ships and out in the light, very, very visible. And then we're letting Mad-Eye Moody walk around with this big old magic eyeball on.
So
and nobody says anything about it.
In the book, he covers the eye up.
That would make sense.
I
but
know.
He's got this robot eye just ticking around.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Don't worry.
I was like, how are they getting away with any of this?
Part of it is the fact that like the Muggles weren't there when all the wizards on the brooms and stuff. And I don't
I mean, they're like moving in and out of
So also
like,
riding a broom
and
isn't
stuff.
detectable. Like that's why they rode brooms so that they couldn't detect it.
Okay.
So like there wasn't magic technically being performed around him.
Okay.
And there weren't muggles, so like the Dursleys left. Obviously.
How do we explain the entire building shaking as it's expanding, and we see people like sitting in their apartments watching TV, and like there's like bowls shaking on the wall, and they're all just ignoring
I don't think it actually
Magic.
shakes at least in the book. I don't think it actually shakes. I think that's really just more for dramatic effect.
And also
Well,
magic.
Stupid.
I mean, there's a lot of things they do in the movies for dramatic effect.
Also, who's the one that ratted on Harry about using magic in the first place? Because it obviously wasn't.
They
the
can
neighbor.
detect magic, like they can like
detect it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like.
But they can't detect a Dementor.
Ooh,
it's not magic.
I'd say they're pretty magical,
but they're not technically like they're not wizards, so they're not using magic.
Okay, all right. So,
so what?
To wrap this up, to
Whoa,
really like
we're
get
not wrapping
into,
up yet. I have a lot to talk about.
but I'm just saying, just to get into this, like this entire movie was about, from what I could tell, this thing that this new danger that's going to take over and kill a lot of people, and some governmental powers are trying to say that power or that danger doesn't
exist.
Huh. And then
I think I know where you're going with this.
Wait, there absolutely this danger exists. Here's the proof as to how it exists. Here are the people that have seen this danger existing. And here are the people that have died from this danger. And they're like, nope, still doesn't exist. And they're like, now not only that, but you guys are all liars. Fake news. Blah, blah, blah.
Fake news.
Yep. Exactly.
Just and this was made in
we have all the best wizards.
I know you've seen the memes. I know you've seen the memes.
I haven't. No.
This movie came out in 2007.
You haven't seen memes about the fact that like basically we're living Harry Potter right now, and like
no, I'm not on Facebook anymore. I don't have memes. I don't have my supplier. I have
crazy.
This is.
I mean, there's
Harry
just
Potter
basically
related.
memes about how like we are living in Harry Potter, where like the adults are just denying everything, and the kids are like, "What the heck? We need to fix this."
Right.
I just thought it was so interesting. Like just watching it, I'm like, huh, that sounds familiar. And I was like, it didn't stop sounding familiar the entire movie. And I loved it. Like the fact that they could do this 13 years ago. And that's just the movie. The book was written, what, 20 years ago?
I think
no, it's a little bit less than
they
that.
were coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, I was.
Yeah, this isn't Game of Thrones.
I was probably 15. It was probably 2004, 2005.
2005, yeah. So, like, the parallel I thought was hilarious and needed to be addressed by us. Do
you guys have other stuff, or can I?
You want to make
continue
it
with my like rant? It's not. I don't want to say it's a rant, but it's
play
a rant.
the thing. Play the thing.
We're gonna play the thing.
It's nothing.
So it's either
no.
So yeah.
Michelle?
Go ahead and do it, because then I have to talk about my Snape rant as well. So
okay,
my weekly Snape rant. So,
I want you to go first. It was June 21st, 2003 when it came out.
Interesting. All right, so here we go. And here we are, 5 movies in.
Or is this
5
about...
years in.
Okay.
And ever since year
Michelle,
1.
I'm just going to cover my face for this.
I know what's happening.
Year
it's
1.
okay. We can have this conversation this week. This is an okay week to have this conversation.
Severus Snape has been like, I want to be the teacher of the defense of the dark arts. And every single year, they're like, no, we're going to give it to someone else. Someone else. And every single year, that someone else does something absolutely stupid or is absolutely evil or shares a face with Voldemort. And
Yeah,
does Dumbledore say, you know what, Snape, you have been by my side. You have fought next to me. You have helped me through all of this. No. He's like, I'm still going to keep you with the potions, even though you hate the potions.
He doesn't hate potions.
But does he like
does
it like
not hate
does he like it like the defense of the dark
He is
arts?
so good at potions. Like,
I'm sure that he is.
no,
Very
it is
good.
so
But his
good
passion-
at potions.
His passion. Yeah, there's two things that Snape is passionate about:
Can you like cut this short?
the defense of the dark arts and hating on
No. He's
hating
not
on
passionate about the
Harry's
defense
father.
of the dark arts. He's passionate about the dark arts. There's a difference, and that is why Dumbledore has never given him the job.
And man, does he hate Harry's father? Like, how
Yes,
can
that's
he
true.
like?
He does
I do not
that.
understand. I do not understand
does do
how he's
that.
willing to help Harry over and over and over again after his father did all of that crap to him. And like, I just like,
Okay,
he must have had a very good relationship with his mother,
you know what?
or something like that. I'm
Pause.
not sure.
Pause. Okay,
Pausing.
so I know I shared this with you last night because
Yes,
I found
go ahead.
it in
Yeah.
in the 6th book, literally, like first chapter,
Uh-huh.
Snape explains why he's never been given the defense against the dark arts spot. And he says that Dumbledore seemed to think it might bring about a relapse and tempt him into his old ways.
Ooh.
So he
So
was
there
very
is a
dark
reason.
arts. Okay. No,
Yes.
Evil
Well, he was
ways.
a Death Eater, like
Slytherin
he was
ways.
behind. He was a double agent.
okay. Anyway, he was still a Death
Snape has
Eater.
never
He
done
wasn't
anything wrong.
oh my god.
Snape has
Okay,
never
so
done
first
anything
of all,
wrong.
this is
He
this is actually
100%
this
behind
literally,
Dumbledore, and he
like
is
it
never
says-
going to. He's never going to harm Dumbledore.
it literally says right here,
do
Snape
anything
is such a
against
git.
Hogwarts.
Such a git right there.
Such a what?
A git. It's a word that they use in, it happens.
Snape is
Um,
going to be loyal.
He's a jerk. Okay.
He's going to be loyal to Hogwarts, and he's going to be loyal to Dumbledore, and not hurt a white hair on that man's head or face ever.
So Snape is a million times worse in the books. They leave out so many of the times that he just takes points away from them. In the 5th book specifically, he just gives Harry zeros because his potion was like messed up, but even though it wasn't too bad, and he would just clear it out and tell him he had a 0.
Yeah, because he's a tough teacher, and Harry needs to learn. Just like Harry
At
needs
one
to learn
point-
how to protect his mind from Voldemort, and he
At what-
works
shut
hard
up!
at helping him. Now.
At one point, Hermione got cursed and her teeth like expanded. And
Ugh.
he straight told her that he didn't see a difference.
Oh,
Ew.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
This is Zane asks questions, not.
Oh,
not Trey.
Zane.
No, they don't have to do it.
I don't have a video for that.
I know.
Oh,
How do they talk about the academic portion of things more in the books?
Like
Or
what?
do they like making potions and stuff? Like, do they go into any of it at all, or is it all just kind of like implied the whole time that they're going to class? Like, it
No,
is in
they
the
talk
movies?
about it a lot more.
Okay.
I mean, not like details, I guess. They talk about it a lot more than they do in the books or in the movies.
Okay. That's all.
Like they talk about like the fact that in History of Magic they never pay attention and they just copy Hermione's notes because the teacher's a ghost and is boring as crap. Like,
how do you pay a ghost?
I don't know.
Like, how does the ghost get tenure?
You continue to let them
he died in
hunt?
the staff room and then just kept getting up and working. I don't know.
I mean,
Hold on. Now,
I think the thing
now.
is, you don't have to.
now, hold on.
Free.
This is
I wasn't
open.
done ranting.
This is open a can of worms. Okay, go ahead. Keep ranting. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry. Go ahead.
keep continue. I'll go. You have questions. I'll rant next.
See, you were making it rant before. It's
Yes.
not her turn to rant yet.
Now
You
you're
were
gonna have to
ranting.
play the make it rant again.
Yeah, but now you have questions. Like,
Anyway, ask
Yeah, now I have
questions.
questions
Ghost
because, like, do the ghosts like have regular jobs? Like when someone dies and
Not
becomes
all
a
of
ghost,
them.
like,
Not
what
does
is
all of
anyone
them.
really?
does
what
anyone
are-
die and just
So-
like no longer exist? Like they're no longer a ghost? Like do they immediately become a ghost, or
I
like,
don't
can they decide to
know
go up
how-
or
so,
down? Or
one
not
thing that
down,
is
but-
in the fifth one, after Sirius dies, Harry does actually go and talk to Nearly Headless Nick about
Mhm.
how you become a ghost, because he was kind of hoping that Sirius could be a ghost. And he says that like he was afraid of death, so he didn't want to die, or, like he didn't want to cross over. So like and like Harry also asked him like what death is like, and he's like, I don't know, like I'm pretty much just in limbo. And I don't know exactly what goes into like people who die unexpectedly and stuff, like why Moaning Myrtle is like, I feel like it was her just like extreme desire to haunt all of Hornby for the rest of her life that
She had a grudge.
brought her back.
She had to
Yeah.
keep her there.
Yeah.
So
I have a question after this.
okay.
What at the end of the movie when Sirius gets killed and he goes like floating into the thingy? What is
The
that?
veil. It's just a, I don't know, it's a veil. They don't explain it very well because I mean it's the Department of Mysteries. Like there's a lot of things that can't be explained. Apparently there's a room that's always locked that's literally just filled with love.
Filled
Because
with
it's
what?
such a love. Because it's
Oh.
such a powerful thing.
half of a Luna.
What? There's a
I got
room that
it.
has a tank full of brains and one of them attacks Ron. Like
Brain attacks Ron. Well, that's
Yeah.
option.
like it's crazy. And like that's stuff that like it would be really cool to see in the movie. I get why it's not there, but it would have been really cool like to see more of that. But yeah, it's just a veil, and on the other side is basically like the other side. It's just dead people.
Take it on.
I don't know what
to
it's there for. It
the-
doesn't explain it very well. Like, but
Okay.
that's what it is.
Because I was kind of like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
did Sirius die because he touched it, or did he die and then touch it?
I feel like I don't know what curse Bellatrix actually hit him with. Because I'm pretty
Bellatrix-
sure it was just like stupefy. It was like she didn't hit him
thought
with the
she
Avada
said-
Kedavra.
I thought she did.
I thought it was
No,
Avada Kedavra.
because no, it was
In the
it might have
movie
been
it is.
it might have been in the movie, but it wasn't in the book.
Okay.
I can tell you that because it was a red light that hit him, and Avada Kedavra is green, so it's
In
not.
the movie, it was
Right.
a Avada Kedavra.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I think that honestly, he was just ended up getting stunned, and then like just fell into it.
Okay.
If that makes
Interesting.
sense.
Interesting.
Okay. I have no more.
All right,
But
so- You have another question, you said?
I said I
No.
have no more questions.
Okay. Well, here we go, Michelle. Make it rant 2, make it rantier.
it's not so much ranting.
Electric
But
Rantaloo.
I just wanted to talk about more of the things that I really wish that were in the movie. That obviously, like, I'm not mad because obviously you guys are both just laughing.
I made
I
a
don't know what
joke.
about.
And it was funny.
Good.
Talking.
That's so good.
Go ahead. No, go talk.
Did you hear the
Um,
joke? Because maybe you would laugh.
No, I
too.
didn't. I didn't.
What did you say? You said
Make it rantier.
And
make
I
it rant
said,
2.
make,
Make it
rant.
rantier.
I said make it rant too. Electric Rantaloo. And we were just giggling about it. And you just over
I
here
don't know why.
talking and you called us
I
out.
am-
Now we're here.
This is like what I've been waiting to talk about.
Let's
Okay,
start
go.
over.
Just
Let's
like
play the
some
logo
things that-
again. Play the logo.
Please
again.
don't play the logo again.
Do it,
Please
Travis.
don't.
Do it.
Play the logo again.
Oh my god. Are you actually playing the logo again?
No,
Okay.
Like she's waiting for it. I'm sorry, I'm listening.
You guys are the worst.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
All right, stop laughing into the mic then.
I'll mute it.
So just some things that I really wish could have been in the movies. So I really wish that they would include more of Aunt Petunia's backstory. Because like did you just turn your mic off?
Yes, because you got mad at me, so I turned it off. We're just
I know. I don't understand why you're still laughing.
There we go.
There we go.
I don't like not looking at you guys. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
It's really not that funny, guys.
No, I'm just good. It's all.
Can you take me off full? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. But so I really wish that they included more of Aunt Petunia's backstory.
Yes.
Well, because they just make her seem like a really terrible aunt, and she is. But she's also like there's more to her, like the fact
she's
that
not
she
the absolute worst.
Well, yeah. I mean, they did take in Harry, and they didn't have to, so like that was a thing. But like, because they explained it all, and like, so in the book, like when Dudley gets attacked by the Dementors, Uncle Vernon tries to kick Harry out. He was basically like, "No, he's done. Like, we're not keeping him here anymore." And Aunt Petunia gets a howler from Dumbledore, which we don't find out until the end, that says, it literally just says, "Remember my last," but it's basically just reminding him, or reminding her, like why Harry needs to be there. And just like in the book, when Dudley gets attacked, they ask why and stuff, and Harry explains that Voldemort's back, and she knows like that's who killed her sister. Yeah. It's her little sister who she loved. Like, and she was very jealous that she was a witch. She actually really wished that she could go to Hogwarts, which I think is why she hates it so much. But like, she knows who Voldemort is, and she knows what him being back means. And she's terrified. And like the book talks about the fact that like Harry realizes that she's not just his terrible aunt, but his mother's sister, and that she cared about her. So I think that there's a lot more like depth to Aunt Petunia that they just don't show. And I kind of wish that they did, at least throughout the series, not just in this one. I also wish that they would stop making Ginny less of a badass. Ginny's incredible. She is like literally like after Mr. Weasley gets attacked, Harry basically like tries to run away so he's not by anybody, because he doesn't want to like be able to attack anybody himself, essentially. Like, he doesn't want Voldemort to be able to use him to attack other people.
Right.
And he basically just like stays locked up by, like, he tries his hardest not to sleep at all, and he like stays locked by himself. And like finally Hermione like comes to get him and stuff, which she wasn't with them originally in the book. But like Ginny's like, "Hey, like, I've been possessed by Lord Voldemort. Like, let's talk about this." Like, she's like, "I'm the only one that has, so let's talk." And like, also, can we talk about the fact that there's zero Quidditch in this movie?
None.
Which is fine. Like,
I noticed that
Harry ends up getting kicked off the Quidditch team in this one because Umbridge is awful. Also Fred and George. But like, Ginny takes over. Like, she's the seeker this year, and they end up winning. Like, she's awesome. And then Fred and George. I'm gonna say this over and over. They're my MVP this week. All honestly, like,
oh, that was gonna be.
I know I'm really early, but They're way cooler in the book. Like, so the whole scene where they leave and there's like fireworks and stuff.
That was awesome.
That was only part 1. They had a 2-part thing, and they did it like earlier in the year. It didn't actually happen during their exams, but like, so not only did they have the fireworks, which were way cooler in the book because they were like way more of them, and if they hit each other, they would like turn into more things. Like they would morph and join, and like if you tried to vanish them, they would like sprout 10 more. They were like Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Hail Hydra.
the second part, they actually, I don't know how they did it because Harry was like not there, so we couldn't tell, but they like made this huge swamp appear like just in a hallway, and then just
Drain the
like
swamp.
they got their brooms to come to them and just like I know I've told you guys about Peeves, which isn't in the movies, but they like basically like their parting lines are like, "Give her hell from us, Peeves." And he like actually listens to them, which is really weird because he doesn't listen to any students ever, like on anything. He barely listens to Dumbledore. And not only that, but like they, I think more than anybody, are fully loyal to Harry. Like they like even more than Ron, I think like they stand up for him like so hard, and I love it. Like they're just such good people, and they give such comedic relief all the time, like no matter what. And I feel like it would.
Are they ever not near each other? Because they're always around each other, and like I just don't see any time to where they're not around each other.
In
like,
the 7th one, they are technically.
Really?
When they I'll just wait.
I don't want to hear it.
But yeah, just for, I mean, briefly. I
just think it's interesting that they're just always around each other. I like it. Don't get me wrong.
They're identical twins and they love each other, and
true.
They just like have this mindset. Like they were talking about, like in the books, they talk about how they like, because they have the money for their joke shop that they want to open up and stuff. Like they don't really care about staying. They don't care about their exams, and like they're only there because their mom would freak out. And towards the end, they're like, we don't really care anymore. And like Hermione is literally like, did you ever care? And they're like, well, like we always knew when to stop. Like we caused havoc, but we're obviously haven't been expelled yet. So like,
yeah.
And then the last thing, this is a rant. Totally different.
Here we go. Here's the video.
I know, this is a rant.
Do it.
Please. Okay.
No.
Do it.
No.
Oh.
So in the ministry scene,
Do it.
you can see like all of the Death Eaters in the order, which are like black and white, which is kind of dumb, but they like, when they're apparating, they like fly around and like can physically touch people and stuff. And like, even in the next movie, you can see it too at the beginning, but like, you can't fly as when you're apparating. Like you're dematerializing and rematerializing, but you're not flying around.
Yeah.
And it drives me nuts. Like they can't just like apparate and pick people up in the middle of it.
You're like teleporting. You're not like.
Yeah. But like, because
floating around
in this, yeah, like, I don't know. At one point, Voldemort ends up flying, and they make such a big deal of it. And then, like, they came out with the movies, and all of the Death Eaters are flying, and I'm like, well, that's dumb. Like,
well, in the defense of the movies, it looks.
I'm sure
really
it looks better.
It
It looks really cool.
I'm just saying, like, they can't do it, and it drives me nuts.
Not with that attitude.
Did you watch the movie?
Not
Because
with
they
that attitude.
can.
I did.
All right. Any more?
Really do it.
No, that's all.
All right. We ready to get some trivia up in here?
Let's cook it up. Let's cook
This is
it
like
up.
the longest video we've
Play the
done.
old. You didn't play the old one.
I don't have the old one anymore. It's
Oh.
gone.
That's sad.
I
The
know.
frying pan?
The frying
Yeah.
pan's
Well, you
gone.
gotta remake it.
You gotta cook up that trivia.
I might for a special one of our final movie,
Aw.
our final
You don't have to,
podcast
it's okay.
treats.
Anyway,
Are we gonna have trivia in our new podcast?
Shouldn't
Shouldn't we?
I'm not against it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
talk. We'll talk about that later.
talk about it.
But what we're talking about now
Yeah, it came to
are
mind.
these questions we got.
yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
let's pop them up on the screen now.
All right.
Oh, get
Oh,
these
dang
out.
it.
Please remove our name
Name
tags.
tags out. God, don't you know how to do
All
your
right.
job?
So this one should be pretty easy.
Oh, yeah.
What is the street number of the Order of the Phoenix HQ on Grimmauld Place? 10, 11, 12, or 13?
Worst questions. When like all the numbers are so close to each other.
Yeah. Can I just guess 9 through 14?
Nope.
I also would like to guess. Can I guess 10 through 13?
Nope. That would be an incorrect answer because it is not 10, 11, 12, and 13.
If he were to guess 10 and I were to guess 11, it's 12 or 13. Do I win because I'm closer?
Is it
No.
Price is Right rules?
No.
Is it Price is Right rules?
No.
$1.
No.
This is a complete guess.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
also
god, you
go
guys.
quick guess.
Wow.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
Y'all are both. No, wait.
Oh.
Travis is right.
Yeah.
Aw.
It is 12.
Oh.
I honestly thought that this was the easiest one. So.
Oh man.
Hold on.
Travis is right. Are you writing it on your board?
Travis is right.
I'm just keeping point totals.
Points.
There's 5 questions.
Yeah.
There's only 5
Can't keep
questions.
Point totals for 5 questions.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Next question.
Number
Out
2.
of here.
What does Sirius? Okay, this one I don't remember if it was actually in the movie, but it's definitely in the book. What does Sirius give Harry for Christmas, instructing him to use it if he ever needs him? A journal, a mirror, a crystal ball, a ticket home.
Yeah, I don't know this. This wasn't in the movie.
I know that it's at least in a later movie.
I'm gonna take a
could've-
guess here. I'm gonna take a guess here. I got my answer locked in.
Yeah, if it was a log for a fire, I'd guess that one, but
Yeah, I was thinking something fire related.
yeah, it's not
for communication.
not
but
fired.
All right. Are you
All
guys ready?
I am.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. You are both incorrect.
Well, that's
Mm,
bull.
It's a
crap.
mirror.
a mirror.
Yeah, so Sirius and James, Harry's dad,
Mhm.
used to have these mirrors that basically worked like walkie-talkies, or like the mirror from Beauty and the Beast. Kind of. If you just say their name, they could talk to each other. And then Harry completely forgets about it.
Wow.
Well, what a dick.
Yeah. He just like
Wow.
leaves it in his trunk and totally forgets about it. So,
Well,
Yeah.
that's dumb.
but it comes back. So there's that. All right. What row number was the memory or the, I guess, prophecy in? 50 or 95, 87, 97, 85.
Why?
I think I know this one. I think.
Why do you do this?
Why?
Now
why
you
should we do
understand how Zane felt when you were doing all the Marvel trivia.
Yeah, but
Man.
that was fun for me.
Yeah, it's fun for me too.
that? All right, I got my answer.
This
Locked.
is no longer fun for me.
My answer is locked and loaded.
Yeah, here we go.
All right,
3.
3, 2, 1, go. No, you guys are both wrong.
Really? What is
Yeah,
it?
it's 97.
Ah,
Yep.
I don't.
we would have wandered over there eventually. We were pretty close.
To be fair, in the movie, he like counts the rows and he
It's like
stops at
92.
95 and then it shows 97.
Okay. I thought he was
It's
like
a thing.
92, 93, 94, and then
He did do that and then stopped at 95 and then like it just shows it. It like spans up. All right.
Oh,
This one
buddy.
you guys are not going to know at all because it was not in the movie.
he puts
What
in
number?
muggle money. That's the correct answer.
It's not Muggle money. What number does Mr. Weasley put into the phone box to get into the Ministry of Magic in the book?
All right, I'm locked and loaded because I don't have it.
42779 25287 67337 or 62442.
8675309.
Nine.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Jenny, I got your
You can't. Copyright.
Oh yeah, my bad.
That's no. I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's got to be A at some point.
Is D.
D.
Travis is right.
Oh snap!
I can't
Also,
even win this
You
week.
guys should know that number spells magic.
Oh snap!
They
That's
all spell
cool.
something. The first one spells Harry. The second one spells
Can I
Albus.
say that you gave us far too much credit on that one? Like that you thought I was going to go. What's on the floor? Okay.
I'm just saying. I made them. I forget what the third one spells.
Well, you
But-
made.
Hey
Yeah,
Zane,
they all spell something.
Yeah, buddy.
we only have one question left, and I'm up by 2. So you know what that means, right?
Whoop whoop.
Just mean that you win.
I win.
All right. What Patronus? I don't know. Form. I was supposed to say form is not seen in the
Oh.
movie.
I know this one.
A horse, a hare, a swan, or an otter.
I'm ready when you're ready.
Hold on.
Do I get okay? Can I get bonus?
I know I saw the
Can I get-
horse.
No,
I know I
you
saw the
cannot get
horse.
bonus points.
No. Can I get bonus points if I tell you who each's Patronus belongs to?
No.
No.
Come on.
No. Wait.
I will give you
Hold
a
on.
bonus question
No.
for an answer.
Is that fair? Can I get a bonus?
No.
question?
I'll give you both a bonus question.
No, that's not how this works. I
Well,
want-
just answer this one first, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Travis,
here
are
we
you
go.
ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. It is B. It is the swan.
Oh.
Ginny has the horse. I think Luna has the hare, and Hermione has the otter.
And who does the swan belong to?
It wasn't in the movie.
And I know. It's
The
Chose.
swan. Oh, I was gonna say that.
It's Ho
Do
Chang.
you, can you tell me
So-
what Ron's Patronus is?
Ron's Patronus obviously is a rat. No. Okay.
That's how it works. Can I get the first letter?
No.
Do I win if I find this out? If I guess on the
No.
first try?
No.
Oh, come on. You guys are
No.
no freaking
I don't
fun.
know. I just want you to answer first.
I don't know.
It's a dog. I forget what kind of
I
dog.
don't
It actually,
think
I
it's
want to say it's
dog.
like a Russell Terrier or something. I don't know. It's a dog.
don't
Is it?
think
I think
so.
it's some sort of dog that was actually trained to hunt otters, which
So
is
him
like,
and Hermione get along.
yeah, it's kind of, well, not like
Oh.
hunting, but like it's kind of like a foreshadow of like them being a thing
Gotcha.
eventually. Sorry, spoilers.
What's
I
what?
could see it became pretty obvious in this one that's
Mhm.
where it was going.
Also, I'd like to point out that J.K. Rowling has said that she should have made Harry and Hermione a thing. So
Mm.
Yeah, well, coulda, shoulda, woulda. He's gonna end
Alright,
up with
I
Luna.
really like Ginny, so it's okay.
What does that mean?
Books.
You really like Jenny? What does that mean?
I love Ginny. She has been done a great disservice in these movies. That's what it means.
Interesting. All right. MVPs. Who we got?
Fred and George.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but no, I can't say that. It's got to be Dolores Umbridge for me then.
What?
She made this movie.
the
I understand where you're coming from.
My MVP is the actress who played Dolores Umbridge.
That's
How
fair.
about
Okay.
That's fair.
that? She
Okay.
kills the incredibly obnoxious. She just does it fantastically. She plays the role really
That's
well.
fair. She does.
Travis,
My MVP
It's gonna be something dumb.
I'm ready.
is the fact that no phoenixes were actually harmed in the filming of this movie,
Just say that.
and they were. I have no idea.
That's not. I
Um,
don't think that counts.
No.
No.
Okay, then my MVP.
It can also be Umbridge. We can have the same MVP.
No, it's the non-Dobby elf. That was
Creature.
like really, that really had a terrible look on life. Like I felt really bad for him.
the one that left and found Draco's mom and told her everything about the order?
Okay, now I don't feel as bad for him.
Did they not share that in the movie? I forget, like, I just watched the movie, like, Sunday, and I still forget what's in it. But yeah, so at Christmas, Sirius just, like, tells him to get out, which he meant, like, get out of the kitchen, but he just said get out, so he took it literally and left. And, like, he couldn't tell them where the order is because of magic, but he basically told them all of the things.
Interesting.
Well, Creature can go suck a big one.
Yeah.
So if my true MVP, even though
my third choice, true MVP.
Okay, my true MVP, even though he should have like said something to Harry and not ignored him the entire school year, Dumbledore did a lot of really good things in this movie. And I really like he took credit for Dumbledore's army, and then he vanished in a puff of smoke thanks to the Phoenix. That was a really cool scene.
Because he knew that, like,
he had style.
Well, I mean, he knew that, like, he was gonna be fine.
Well, yeah, but that's okay.
And he wanted Harry to be safe at school. So
he was right in saying, like, he acknowledged, he was like, I made a mistake. I should have told you what was going on, but I thought I was trying to protect you. And someone to own up to their mistakes, I think, is a very valiant thing to do. So, way to go, Dumbledore. May you live on forever. And this is going to be so much fun to see him in the next 3 movies, and him and Snape just taking names. Being BFFs and taking names.
Best friend forever.
Forever. So, with that said, do you guys have anything else?
No.
No. Do you want to share your screen with me? And
just a second.
Are you ready?
Are you
ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you.
Oh, can we do that either? I don't know. We can do that. We can't do this. You ready?
I'm born ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching Spoiled Rotten Movies, man. It's been a fun ride. We've done quite a few of these. Please stick around. We'll be switching podcast formats coming into late December area. We love you so much. I'm not going to tell you to follow us on anything because this is going to be different. So, my name is Zane. That guy's Travis. Woo! That's Michelle. You guys are awesome. Stick around. We're going to be doing Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince next week at 8.
This has been Spoiled Rotten Movies.
Freeze frame.
Check on that microphone. Check on that microphone. Check on that microphone.